back to my YouTube channel. This is Nusra Abdul Halim, and as of today, I bring forth an honorable guest by the name Zainab Rashid, who is ready to talk about GBV in form of questionnaires. So currently, I'd like her to introduce herself to you all so that you can know who she is.
Hello everyone, this is Zainab Rashid, and today we are talking about gender-based violence.
Please ensure to subscribe, like, comment, and share for more of such related videos. So everyone, part of today's discussion, we will be tackling with several aspects of GBV, breaking down into the factors. Okay, we won't look into the factors because I'm sure every one of us knows most of the factors of GBV, as everyone talks about them and their types. But today we will be looking into the roles of boys and men, but today it won't be expounded in a way that she's a lady, so I'd rather have a man who is going to expound on this thing. But we will check into the roles of the men, some of the barriers that prevent people or the victims from seeking justice or from seeking mental health support after experiencing the trauma and all. We'll also look into some of the organizations and some of the recommendations needed to be done, and the fear of femicide impact on women, in a sense of having or seeking their safety or their own well-being. So just to begin with, Madam Zainab, could you please tell us on your thoughts of some of the organizations that deal with gender-based violence?
Well, Nizla, about the organizations, I know that there are some organizations in Kenya, but I think they are not very well mainstream. Like, not a lot of people know about these organizations. I know that the organizations are region-based, and frankly, I feel like they are not doing a good job in advertising that they exist, because I don't think a lot of people know about these organizations. Unless the violence has already happened, like the action has already happened, then you would know about that these organizations exist. Now I know that there's an organization based in Kibera called Shofco. I know that there's a new one called Tumaini from the Kenyatta University. They just launched it.
Yeah.
But unless you search about it, you don't really know about it.
Now, again, what do you think are some of the roles needed to be done by the boys and men in addressing the gender-based violence?
I think for the men, they should just, for the men, they should be more supportive to their women.
Yes.
For the fathers and the brothers and the husbands, you should be more supportive to your women. Just support your women if this has happened. Support your sister, support your mother, support your daughter. Because it's not a good thing to go through. Especially, I think in our community, this probably happens. Let's say the husband beats up the wife.
Yeah.
You go report this to your mother or father, and then they're like, just go back to your husband. This is how this has happened, Akoivo or something.
Yes.
Just they deal with the issue then. They don't deal with the issue that the lady has been beaten,
yes,
or the lady has been assaulted in a way.
Yeah.
And then they're like, just go back to your husband as if he just didn't assault you. I feel like that should change, especially in our community.
Yeah, especially the mothers. They need to be very supportive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Support women. Women should support women. And men should support their women as well. And for the boys, because boys also go through violence, there is some instances when a boy is assaulted. He should not feel the need not to say. He should be open enough. I feel like also in a family we should have an environment, a healthy environment, where a boy should be able to speak out when something bad has happened to him.
Yeah.
It's very important.
Okay. Okay, so to conclude, now you've already explained the role of the man, the barriers of people or the victims seeking for their justice.
Yeah.
Now, just to conclude on this, what do you think, or how does the fear of femicide impact women in a sense of safety and their own well-being?
Usually PTSD. Probably they would have a lot of trauma, and that usually really affects the woman. And also, a woman does not have freedom after they have already. There's no personal freedom. There's always like something is wrong with me now, because especially after the stigmatization, they're like, why a woman is afraid to go outside.
Yes.
A woman is afraid to talk to her husband because her husband probably didn't support her. There is no that you will not be the same usually after something like that has happened to you. Okay. There's no way you will be the way you were.
Yeah.
And also not only to the woman, sometimes you can have like a supportive family and then the woman probably doesn't feel that support, and then there's like a void inside the family. There's things are just not as they were before. So I would suggest like people should go to therapy. We should encourage therapy. Therapy is good. We should not think that therapy doesn't work, because as Africans,
this goes to the coastal people.
Yeah, the coastal people, especially the men also. They believe that therapy doesn't work. They believe that therapy is for
just a wastage of money.
Is for the Americans or for the Western people. Therapy works. There are people learning psychology, a lot of psychological students, a lot of psychological experts. If something like this has happened to you, therapy is advisable. There are hotlines that can help you. We have organizations that should be more widespread. We should know about them. They should advertise. We will leave a hotline for just in case something like this has happened to you or your family or your friends.
Yeah, especially the Kenyan emergency one.
Yes, the Kenyan emergency one. And the ones for the organizations, we should know about them.
Yes.
We should know them to heart. Yeah.
So that in case of any emergency, it becomes easier for the next person to be aware or to call out for help. So everyone, the hotlines, I'll be sharing them. I'll be sharing a link. And as we speak right now, it will be present on this video as well. Thank you so much, Madam Zainab Rashid.
Thank you for having me.
It was a clear and a very understanding way of depicting or explaining GBV in the ways of mental health, in the ways of their roles and their importance and everything. Thank you so much. We are very glad to have you here. Everyone, that's it for today, and thank you so much for sitting with us to the end of this video. Please ensure to subscribe, like, comment and share for such related videos. Thank you and bye-bye.
Bye-bye.